everyone, Renee here, and today I've got another digital to show you. We've got these two folio sets in the shop at the moment, and they make these super cute little folios. So let's have a look at the digitals and then I'll show you some of the ones I've made. So each set comes with the same amount of pages, so you get 4 pre-decorated, cut out and glued together, job done folios. Then you get the same designs but just blank. One of each of the folio designs. Then you get these templates, and these are in both the sets, so it doesn't matter which one you get the templates. And I'll show you what I made with those as well in a moment. And then you've got this elements page, and I've used these on the naked folios to make like this one. So that's that's part of the other kit. Show you one that's actually in this one. This one? No. This one? Yep. Alright, so this one. So we've got the little notes word, we've got the lace strip, and we've got the picture, and I've just glued them on. Folio. Alright, and let's have a quick look at the other one. So again, 4 pre-done decorative ones. 4 naked ones. The 4 templates. All them. And the decorative elements. And you can see this one has this one on here. So the rose picture, ephemera folio, and a lace strip. Alrighty, so with this template one, I won't make one of those this video, but I will make one in a new video. This is one of the folios I've made using one of the templates and using some of the other digital papers and stuff I have in the shop. I'll make this in another video and then you can see how I've done that one. For today, let's just assemble some of them together and maybe decorate one of the naked ones with the elements page. Alright, so let's start by just doing this already done, cut it out, glue it together, job done folio. Easy peasy. So I'm just going to use a ruler and a craft knife to cut these out. Right, I'm not going to cut out the little corners yet. I've also printed this on 250 GSM heavyweight paper or card, just so it's a sturdy folder when it's assembled. So after I've cut it out, I'm just going to fold it in half. You could score it if you prefer, but I just find it easier to just go straight ahead and fold it in half. But I will score the edges. And where's the scoring tool? I have this little running joke with Kerry and Mum at the moment that I say I'm not a crafter, I'm just a digital tester, and they say I am a crafter because now I'm losing stuff on my desk, which I've lost the scoring tool. Oh no, I found it. Digital tester, still not a crafter. Not that it's a bad thing to be a crafter, it's just I'm the least one to join the crafting fold, and it's the running joke that I'm resistant to it, even though I actually really enjoy it. But don't tell them. I've just poked my tool through that like a nufty. but we'll pretend I didn't. See, I have accidents like this because I'm not really a crafter, just a digital tester. Alright. Probably doesn't come across as funny as it is in the family. Right, so scored and folded. And before I glue, I'm going to use a corner punch. Just going to actually fold it over and make sure it meets. Yes, it does. Corner punch out my corners. Here we go. My corner punch doesn't like me very much because I keep using it on this thick paper. But it will comply. Right. So now you've done that, bit of glue is what we need next. Now what I do sometimes when I've put my scoring tool through like I have on this one, I'll sometimes get a little piece of just printer paper. Hold on, grab one out of my scrapbooks. Oh, don't tell Mum and Kerry I have a scrapbox, they'll just add it to the I'm a crafter evidence. Alright, so I've just torn a little piece of just printer paper, regular printer paper, and I'm just going to glue stick, and reinforce the back where I tore it, like that, and then where I've kind of frayed the paper on this side, bit of glue stick, fold it in. Use this, and I'm going to ink that in a minute as well, just to hide that I completely balked it. But it's often nice to see the mistakes and how you can fix them, because you know I make a lot of mistakes while I'm digitally testing. Alright, putting some glue now, and there we go, bottom edge and top edge. Fold it over. I'm just going to use a tissue to collect the excess that comes out when I press. And that bit of glue stick that I'll no doubt stick this to if I don't. And same again on the other side. Alright. So there we have it glued. Now, last thing you can do is ink the edges to hide that mistake and just to hide all the little white edges. I think I'll just use some brown this time. Now, that glue hasn't dried, so I'm just going to try dabbing it, then rubbing it. And I'm just going to do this just in case my folding wasn't accurate. It just hides that little bit of white that pokes out. Right, so that one's the easiest. And then you can just fill it with, you know, whatever you like. So that's that one. Next we'll do, let's do this one from the other kit. This is one of the 2-pocket ones. So we'll start again by cutting it out. Alright, I'm going to leave the rounded corners again. This time I want to ink first. I'll do brown again, so I can get on the tops of these little side pockets. So once you glue them down, it's really hard to ink. Right. What I might do actually is score them so I can fold them while I'm doing it. So score tool. Almost put it through again. Oh, pressing just too hard. It's because I'm not a crafter. It's because I'm just a digital tester. It's probably only funny to me. I should probably just stop now. Mum and Kerry have these huge craft rooms full of every craft supply you could ever want. And I've got this table and a couple of small shelves full of bits and pieces. And I'm quite content with my 2 small shelves and a desk and a couple of bits and pieces. But they're forever trying to tell me that I should, you know, move my house around so I can turn another room into a craft room and start hoarding stuff. They think that it's only a matter of time before I'll join them on the dark side. Alright, edges. Oops. Alright, well, I didn't do that, did I? Yes, I did. Right, before I finish the inking, I'm just going to fold my little pockets, flaps, press. And press, and I'm just going to do those as well. Okie dokie, so let's fold the rest of these score lines, make sure we're happy with where it's all sitting. In, fold, just adjust that slightly and just repress. Yep, put a little ink on that. Is that where I almost put my tool through again? I think it is. Good at that. Oh well, little ink. You never know. Alright, again, I'm going to pop my little corners out. But if you don't have a corner punch, which I haven't had until recently when Kerry got me one, which I love and highly recommend, you can just put them together and cut them with a hefty pair of scissors. So let's do that. And that'll do. A little bit of ink. Alright. So, ooh, look, I've stained it with my ink because I didn't let it dry. So maybe we'll line this one. Another error that we can fix on the fly. So what shall we line it with? Let's have a look. Let me pause. I'll go get some bits and pieces and I'll meet you back here in a minute. Right, I'm back. I've just got this faux tea stain paper that's just printed tea stain paper. Now, I don't need to cover everything. I just need to cover the bits that are going to be visible. So, I'm just going to fold the paper where, oopsie daisies, the edge of those pockets are going to be. Probably a little overlap, but that's okay. And what I'll do, the easiest thing to do, I think, will be to, let's use this piece of card to make sure we don't get on the inside of the pocket. Glue stick all of that. And then move this to this side. And glue stick all of that. Alright, I'm going to put it on this bottom corner first. Line it up with the edge of those pockets. Oops, try again. Do better. That'll do. Press it down. Now, it was a bit too much on this side, so I'm going to just trim some off. And I don't need to be too careful on this side because this flap's going to cover it. Trim, trim, messy trim. Alright. Let's trim here. And trim here. And fold it all back together again. And retrim this corner. Alright, where is that? Okie dokie. So now it's lined and we can go back to the assembly process. So this side is the same as the other folio. Press. And, oops, bit of glue on that. Glue on here and here. And Alright, so there's the next folio, and this one we lined with some simple paper. Alright, so give me a minute to clear up and we'll start the next. Alright, let's do this one next. So again, we start with cutting it out. Alright, let's do the inking again. This time I will let it dry before I fold it over. At least that's the plan. I've got to do those corners still. I'll do those in a sec. Alright, let's do some scoring. Actually, in order to make this more symmetrical, I'm going to do it as folding first. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do the corners. Yep, that works. And ink those. Oh, I forgot to do the scoring on the bottom. Not firing on all thrusters today. Make sure that that's inked there. Okay. So, glue. And glue. Like that. Alright, let's decorate the front of this one. So, that's the one that comes with this lot. So let's put on, maybe that tall daffodil. Now you can cut these out or you can tear them out. I've discovered lately that I really like the look of when things are torn out. Not that that's new, but it's new for me. So I'm going to do that now. this way. Put this over this tiny little edge. Press firmly. Oops. Try again. Okay. And let's do it the other way. Alright, so I'm just going to ink a little. Okay, so I'm going to move that and put that slightly off center towards the edge of the folio. Glue on this piece of paper. All right. Right, next I want a bit of this lace. Let's cut them out and then we can hold them up and see which one we like. So, do this one. This one. Probably would just cut a bit off that one if I was going to use that. Like to there-ish. Maybe along this little line. I think I actually like that. I'm going to trim this here where the pattern looks like it's got a straight line. And I'll save that other little piece off it for something else. Trim that. And I'm just going to not cut into the pattern so much, but just follow the wave of the lace pattern with my scissors. Like that. Glue. This glue stick's run out. Too much stuff on my desk. Ugh. And now I'm headbutting my lamp. It's not one of my finest days. Right. I'm going to press that along there. Oops. Push that a little bit closer to the edge real quick before it dries. Just like that. And then I'm going to trim off the overhang. Like that. And then I want one of these. Let's just grab that number, I think, and I'll do the tearing thing again. Like I said, I really like how this is looking lately. Must be something that all you experienced crafters will go, of course, it's excellent. What am I doing? Just turning it round and round. Turning, turning, turning. And go, little bit of ink. Bit more there. Okie dokie. So, do we want it down the bottom? I think we do. I think I like it. See if I can squeeze enough glue out of this glue stick to finish this one. Just enough. Ta-da! So, then we have another one. Okay. Alright. Just swipe all this stuff to the side. Locate myself a new glue stick and we'll make the last one together. One moment. Alright guys, we know the drill. It's time to cut it out. Alright. Let's ink. On the tops of these pockets so they can have some time to dry while we're scoring. Okay, scoring. I just pushed it through again. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I just need a different tool. I actually find I have a metal file, like a fingernail file, that actually works really well. And whilst I know I can do it with this, I forget what pressure I should be putting on it and stab things. Okay. See, almost poked through. It's always in the same place. So, little maintenance. Push, push. Let's, oops, ink. Sides and bottoms and in-betweens, although we can get at those in-betweens after we've glued it, so I'm not going to stress about them too much, just the little pocket bits like that. Dry for me. Alright, and corner. this last corner stuck in it. Corner. And corner. Okay. So, glue. Did I ink that edge? No, I didn't. Ink this edge too. Alright, we'll ink the other bits after. Oops. Glue. I didn't trim that little corner off. Let's get it now. Alright. Next. When you're pressing your little pockets down, make sure your gap's even. Sometimes they want to, you know, go on a bit of an angle like that, and you just kind of move it down slightly or up, wherever it needs to be to give it the visually even placement. And here we go. Alright, now because of the debacle with the inking before, what I might do this time is get a piece of paper, if I've got one here somewhere, piece of paper please, yes, here we go, and fold it over on that. Oh, that's 2 bits of paper. And then press it. And that way, if the ink's still bleeding, it's not going to bleed across the folder. See? Aha! We did it! Perfect. Alright, now inking the last edges. Alright, so let's decorate this one now. Now, let's use, I like this orange, so I'm going to start by tearing these out. Inking. Okay. So I'm going to place that one there, sort of leaving this little strip down the bottom. Too much glue. I'm on a roll today. Right, like that. And then I'm going to just cut out these lacy bits. Decide whether I want the dark lace or the lighter lace. Let's just light or dark. I'm quite drawn to the dark actually, the dark side. So let's add this on. Just following the curve again. There we go. Yep. And now for some letters or a number. I don't know. Should we tear? Should we cut? Tear or cut? Let's just cut them. We've been tearing all the others. Probably been doing all this cutting off camera, but hopefully it's self-evident what I've done. And I think I'm going to just put Dreams Folio. Glue stick. Dreams Folio. I like it. Right, thanks for joining me today. Those were the 4 we put together, but you can see there's lots of other ways of putting them together using the naked ones and the kits. Next time I'll show you how to do this one using the template, and also if we've got time we'll do this one. So it's just turned it into sort of a little booklet. Alright, well thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!